Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Langflow, episode 9 of 15. You write a custom AI pipeline, and you want your code editor to natively run it as an integrated tool. You ask your IDE a question, and it seamlessly triggers the complex retrieval system you built yesterday. Exposing flows as MCP servers makes that possible. First, we need to clear up what an MCP server actually is. Listeners sometimes confuse this with a standard deployment endpoint used to back a web application. That is not what this is. The Model Context Protocol, or MCP, is a standardized way to serve capabilities directly to other AI agents. A standard endpoint gives data to a user interface. An MCP server gives tools to a reasoning engine. Langflow allows you to automatically turn any project into an MCP server. When you do this, your entire flow is packaged as an executable tool. To communicate with external clients, Langflow uses a streamable HTTP transport mechanism, specifically relying on server-sent events. This means your external client connects over standard web protocols and can receive streaming responses directly from your flow without requiring complex local networking setups. The technical configuration is straightforward, but there is one absolute requirement you must get right. You have to define the tool name and description. When an external agent connects to your Langflow MCP server, it asks for a list of available tools. The agent uses the descriptions provided to decide which tool to call and when to call it. If you leave the default description or write something vague, the external agent will ignore it. You must write the description as a precise instruction for the AI agent. You're effectively prompting the external system on how to use your flow. Let us look at a specific scenario. You build a document QA flow in Langflow that searches an internal company architecture document. You want your local cursor AI agent to natively query this document. You expose the flow as an MCP server. You name the tool Query Company Architecture and set the description to state that it searches the internal company architecture document to answer technical questions about backend services. You then configure Cursor to connect to your Langflow MCP URL. Now you're writing code in Cursor and you ask the agent how the authentication system works. Cursor checks its connected MCP servers, reads your specific description, and realizes your Langflow tool is exactly what it needs. Cursor passes your question as an argument to the tool. Langflow receives the request over the HTTP transport, runs the entire document QA flow, and streams the answer back into your editor. Your IDE just utilized a complex Langflow project as a native function. The success of an MCP integration depends entirely on the quality of the prompt you hide inside the tool description. If the external agent cannot understand the description, your tool effectively does not exist. That is all for this one. Thanks for listening and keep building.